Hey, welcome to today's video. We're gonna declutter my son's room. He's 7 and he has so many clothes. He can't even close his dresser, and his closet is full of clothes that have been passed down from his older brothers, and then all the clothes that I can't resist buying him. And so we really need to go through all his clothes so that he can manage them. So feel free to put this video on play while you declutter a room or a closet or a drawer in your house, and let's get to decluttering. Okay, my first tip is make sure you have all the laundry done, because you don't want to declutter and then have 5 loads of laundry to go through again after you've already decluttered. So make sure you have it all done ahead of time before you start. I found a few dog outfits that I can send to Goodwill, but how cute are these? A spider costume, this little like fur coat, and a little hoodie. I used to dress my first dog up in clothes before I had kids. Wow, welcome to Braxton's room. This is a total mess, and I want to give you a good before we start. We may need to clean up a few toys before we start decluttering so we have some room to work with. I like to open up the blinds just so there's lots of light and it feels bright and I don't feel like I'm in a dungeon. One of my problems is I really haven't done a good job of decluttering toys. I just buy a bigger bin to fit more toys in. And so that's something I definitely want to work on. But let's get to the clothes, because that's where I want to get started today. I moved out these bins so that I could fit more clothes on the bottom, which is where he usually reaches for clothes. So that's what we'll start with. Okay, we're just gonna start by cleaning up some toys just so we have some room to work with. As I'm cleaning, I'm trying to be thoughtful and watchful for things that I can donate, things that I know my 7-year-old doesn't play with. I really do try to wait until they're home, but sometimes it's just easier when they're at school, and there are things that I just know for a fact. Stuffed animals is not one of them, and those I have to put away and wait until he's around to help me go through them. My goal is to get my house to a place where we can enjoy the things that we love. Like right now, I feel like all the stuff that we don't love is covering up and in the way, and we can't see and use the stuff that we just love. So that's our goal. Okay, I want to start with the dresser here. We have so many clothes that my son cannot even put them away. As you can see, it is completely stuffed. He's got socks and underwear and pajamas all in one drawer, and he just can barely open it, barely close it. And so I started cleaning out this bottom drawer. I'm trying to force myself to only keep a certain amount of underwear and socks, and to really pare everything down, because I just have too much stuff. The problem with the youngest son is that you pass down all the clothes from the older brothers, and then you also buy new things. And so anyway, we're kind of having double of everything, and I've got to be better about throwing stuff away. So right now I'm just clearing out the bottom drawer, and I really like the tip of like putting your dressers together from the feet up. So the bottom drawer would be whatever is on your feet, so like socks and maybe underwear. And then the next drawer would be your pants, and then your shirts, and then so on. So anyway, that's how we're kind of working it. He's also only 7, so he can't reach the top drawer very well. So I think I'm going to keep that one empty, or keep things in it that he uses the least often.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. All the good times just begun. We know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are fine.
One of the things I've really realized about myself over the past few weeks is how attached I am to items because of the memories that I hold with them. And so I have had such a hard time lately wanting my kids to stay little, and I just feel like they're growing up so fast. And so I'm just finding like I want to keep these clothes that I remember that they wore when they were little. And so anyway, I'm trying to get past that and realize holding onto the clothes doesn't make them stay little, and it doesn't change anything. It just makes us more cluttered and more stressed and have more stuff to manage. So hopefully I can do that as I'm decluttering. I'm sure I'll end up keeping more than I should, but it has to be way better than where we started, and we will take progress over perfection. I'm just sorting between clothes that I want him to keep, clothes that are going to Goodwill. I'm making a pile of all the long sleeves, I think, and sweaters that we're keeping. I'm gonna hang up and have those be in his closet so they're easier to find. And I'm making a pile of stuff that's too big, that's been passed down from his brothers, or that I've ordered lately that he's just still a little bit too small for, because I feel like I ordered a bunch of stuff like that. And so I'm just separating all of that. Once I get it all in piles, then I can decide how much we can actually keep and fit.
Even in the hard times.
If keeping your kids' rooms tidy is really important to you and you want your kids to learn this skill, you have to give them less stuff to manage. They cannot manage 4 drawers full of clothes that are just stuffed to the brim and they can't put them away. It's too overwhelming, and they'll just stuff it somewhere else or shove it in on top, and then what happens, they end up wearing whatever's on top because it's too overwhelming to go through. So maybe all their favorite shirts are at the bottom of the drawers that they don't even get to wear. So that's kind of what I was talking about, where I just feel like there's so much excess stuff in our house that we can't even get to the stuff that we love. So that's what I'm trying to think about. Which pairs of pajamas does he love? Which ones actually fit? Because there's a lot in here that are way too small, and every time he wears them, I'm like, oh, I need to get rid of those, and then I just keep washing them and making him go put his clothes away, and I forget about it. So anyway, decluttering clothes is exhausting. It's a lot of work, but it makes a huge impact on your everyday life as you're getting clothes out every day and you have to get dressed a couple times a day. So I think this is going to make a big difference in our family and how it runs every day. And I think it will be less stress on my kids and myself. The socks and underwear are pretty overwhelming. We have so many, but I have some organizers that I like to put in drawers that can help us sort the items and keep them separated in the drawers. And I'm going to try to be better about keeping the right amount of clothing in them so that they can stay organized. What I'm going to do is just keep all the black socks and throw the white ones away. They get dirty and stain too quick, and then if we have one type of sock and all black, it'll be a lot easier to keep them all together and put matches together. So now I'm just hanging up all the long sleeves and jackets and like dress shirts for church, all those kind of things that I know I want in the closet, that I want to stay nicer, and that I want my son to get in the habit of hanging up. And also I feel like long sleeves and hoodies and zip up jackets, they just take up too much room in a dresser. And so I think if we can get in the habit of hanging them up, we'll have more space in the dresser for t-shirts and short sleeves, and all the other ones can be nicely organized in the closet. This is one of my son's favorite outfits, so I think I'm going to hang it on a hanger together as a pair so that he can find it easily in his closet. And if that doesn't work out and we're not able to maintain that, and I feel like he's not hanging it up, then we'll put it in one of his drawers so that he can keep these together. But like I said, I want him to have the stuff that he loves close by and easy access. Okay, I have to go grab the kids from school now, so I just wanted to show you really quick the progress that I made. I gave myself this much space for socks, and whatever didn't fit has to go either donations or to their brother's room. I picked 12 pairs of underwear. I'm sure there's a couple more in the wash, but I think 2 weeks is plenty versus you saw our pile before. I mean, I probably had 40 pairs. Yeah, so that's good. I put 1 row of pajamas, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then there's probably another pair or 2 in the laundry room. So we're looking at a week's worth, which this entire drawer was full of pajamas. Some fit, some didn't. And then I really have too many clothes here, but this is so much better, right? So we have 5 pairs of jeans, a couple pairs of church pants, some athletic wear for basketball and soccer practice, and then sweatpants, which are always his first choice. And then shirts, we have short sleeves and then athletic wear. And then I hung up anything that was long sleeve. This one's empty, which is great. And then I'll take you to the closet really quick, which I totally need to spend a good amount of time in here, but we made some progress. We have zippered clothes here. These are the clothes that he's going to grow into. And then we hung everything else. Okay, we're back. It's a couple days later. I'm ready to finish tackling the closets. I wanted to show you we've been able to maintain, and I even got a little sock organizer for the bottom drawer just to keep them even more organized. So I'm just adding in some of the laundry that I folded today and trying to keep it all together. I'll be sure to link this sock organizer in the description for you. I am in the mood to declutter. So I'm gonna get all these toys out of the way in our closet so that we can actually have room to sit in here. But I think I'm gonna go through a bunch of the toys while we're in here. We're already doing it. We already have it all out. I'm in the mood. I have a bin for the Goodwill items and I can really think it all through and take my time. I don't have anything going on today, so I'm gonna really focus on this and just buckle down, spend a few hours going through it, and then hopefully Braxton can maintain this area a lot better.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun. Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're.
So I'm just keeping all the stuff that he wears often down low so that he can reach it and hang it up himself. I think that's a great tip for your kids. Just keep it all easy for them to access, easy for them to hang up, easy for them to reach. And then anything that's too big or they're not wearing yet, or you could even have a Goodwill pile in your closet, like a little section of your closet that you could hang up stuff and keep it out. So that way nothing's getting mixed up and all the stuff that they're wearing is in their reach. And then I'm also color coordinating, and it's not just so much that it looks pretty, although that's a nice effect. It's mostly so that it's just easy to find things. So when my son's like, oh, where's my blue shirt, my favorite blue shirt, where is it? It's gonna be in the blue section all together with the other blue shirts. And then when they put stuff away, they don't have to think about where it goes. They just know it's a blue shirt, it goes right in the blue shirts. It's a red shirt, it goes with the red shirts. It just makes everything easy to put away and easy to find. Okay, that took maybe 5 minutes. That was so easy. So I moved all the clothes down here that he actually wears. And then these are all the ones that are like just a size up, too big for him. So I'll probably color coordinate these really quick and call it good. This is gonna bug me right there. I did all that work, I might as well fix it a little bit. So I think for him, I'm gonna tell him anything that's long sleeve needs to come in the closet. Anything that's short sleeve can go in the drawer, and then anything that's too big or that like I want to pass down for my older kids, I'll put up here. Also, I got this hook thing on Amazon. I'll link it below, but these just stick, and I even have textured walls. We use this to hang up belts and ties and stuff, as you can see. So I really like having that. That's been helpful.
2 a.m. in the car playing our favorite song.
And obviously I'm going to use my Shark vacuum. I am obsessed with this vacuum. I'm so sorry if you're sick of hearing me talk about it. You guys, it's the best vacuum I've ever owned. And I don't know if you saw on my Instagram stories, but I talked about this and how this vacuum is tested and was better than all the other vacuums, even the Dyson. So there's a guy called Vacuum Wars. I'll link his channel below, but he tests out all the vacuums and it's so cool. He has all these different parameters and he rates them on all these different things like price and how well they pick up and their accessories and everything like that. And then he picks the best one. And this Shark vacuum was the absolute best, and I can attest that it truly was.
The summer night has just begun.
I got a little distracted today and I couldn't resist going for the toys. So I feel like when you're decluttering, it really is good to stay focused on the thing that you're doing. Otherwise, it can become so much bigger than the project that you have time for, and then it can be really discouraging, and then suddenly you're in a bigger mess than you know what to do with. But today I really did need to get all those toys decluttered. Ever since Christmas, the toys have been piling up and it was time to get rid of some old stuff so we could make room for some of the new stuff. I really tried to think about some of the big trouble areas in his room. For example, Legos are always everywhere, so I really wanted to get that under control. He's been playing with his cars a lot and he can't fit them all into the tiny drawer that I had assigned to drawers or to cars, and so we need to make a bigger space for that. I feel like the books are kind of all over the place, so I need to reorganize those, and I have a hard time letting them go. So for now, I'm just gonna keep reorganizing them and keep them in his closet. I also think in the future, I'm going to probably start passing down less and less clothes. I'm finding that I'm still buying lots of clothes, but now I'm stuck with old clothes and new clothes, and I feel like there's such a big gap between my youngest son and the son above him, my middle son, that the clothes, they're just not working out. They're either old, they're kind of like out of style, and I think because he's my youngest, I enjoy buying clothes for him. So I think in the future, I'm not going to continue passing down as many clothes unless there's like a few just favorite items that I can't let go of.
I pull into your driveway, it's a Saturday night. You look like $1,000,000 wearing that dress I like. You're smiling, but there's something missing in your eyes. Girl, I can tell that you have something on your mind. But I will make you forget all your sorrows. Let go like there's no tomorrow. Let's have a drink, just relax, all your problems will fade. If you're ready for a good time, count on me. There's a party in the backyard, dance your problems away. I'm all about the good vibes, I know you're all about the good vibes. Do you know how much I love you, wanna see you smile? Where's that happy girl that I know with a heart on fire?
Funny story about this little bank that I just found. We got it for him for Christmas, and he has carried this bank around with him everywhere. He is absolutely obsessed with this little bank. It has like a special combination code, and it kind of opens like a safe, and he just thinks it's the coolest thing ever that his big brothers don't know what his code is, and they always try to crack it, and then he puts other special things in it. It was such a good gift, and I will link that below in case you guys have a kid, one of your kids' birthdays are coming up. I totally recommend it. It's so fun. All right, moving on to these bins. One of the reasons why I've had such a hard time keeping them organized is because we've never figured out a good way to label them because they're fabric and they're soft. But now that I found those over the container labels that I used in the linen closet, which you saw in my linen closet video, I will be able to label these properly so that he can keep the things in them that are supposed to go in them. Again, we also have the big problem of just way too many toys than he has room for, and so I think after we declutter and we label, we're gonna have a good system in place to keep things more organized. But maybe I'll update you guys in the future and see, like, were we able to keep it organized? Is this system working? What else can we do to make it better? And if you guys have any ideas, please leave a comment below of how you help keep your kids' stuff organized. I also think there's a key trick, which is using clear containers. It just isn't as pretty and appealing to me. I want everything put away. I don't want to see any of it, but I do think there's some truth to just having clear containers so you can see exactly where it goes. You can tell if somebody stuffed other things in it, so I feel like kids are less likely to stuff stuff that doesn't belong in there. But anyway, we'll see. Maybe I'll try it in the future if this doesn't work out. Okay, so I might be getting carried away, but I just couldn't resist while I was in here and I had everything out. I'm gonna have Braxton help me label all these later now that they're all sorted properly. So hopefully he can keep them the same, because I think that was part of the problem, is we didn't have them labeled properly. So now we do. So hopefully that'll help. So I'm just gonna display all his Legos over here, like all his big sets. Where is his other set? I don't know, I'll find it anyways. And then I'll display him here, make his bed. I'll probably make the top one too, get this all cleaned up, and then we should be finished in here in like 10 minutes. And the closet is looking great. We have like costumes and weapons, a few more Nerfs, and his Pokemon cards. Magnetiles, his prized possession bank, some of the books he reads often, his little farm set, which he still loves, and then I moved these up here. That's his sheep costume, which I think I might move with all our other costumes. And then his closet is looking good. So we'll see if we need to put anything up there. And then I just need to get all this stuff out of here that was just kind of junky in the closet. So, and then look at that huge bin of Goodwill. So I think we are doing good. We'll just finish this up.
Give me love, give me all your love, oh, 'cause I want you. No one else makes me feel this way, don't know what you do. Hold my hand, could you hold my hand, look me in the eyes. You and me.
I just wanted to share with you, I feel a physical weight that has been lifted off of me ever since I started decluttering a few months ago. Ever since I started organizing the drawers and organizing closets, like everyone in my family has commented of how much better it is, how much more they like it. Everyone is, I feel like, a little bit happier and less stressed. I just can't believe how much all this extra stuff and junk has been stressing me out. Like every time you go to grab something and you can't find it, every time you open a drawer and it's just so messy and frazzled, like your brain can't rest, your mind can't rest, you're just always distracted by the messes. And anyway, I know people overuse the term life-changing, but I really feel like it's been life-changing for us, and I feel like this is a new normal for us, and we are so excited to get every space in the house organized. So anyway, I hope you're inspired. I promise you, I really think that you will feel a huge difference in your life if you'll make the time and do it. And it doesn't need to be overnight. You can just do one space a week, one little 10-minute area a day. I've been doing those over on my Instagram. I just do like these little 10-minute declutters, and I show you like a little space that I declutter and how quick and easy it was. And I really only go for 10 minutes. So it just makes it more manageable. So anyway, I hope you got some tips, and I hope you find that helpful.
No one else makes me feel this way, don't know what you do. Hold my hand, could you hold my hand, look me in the eyes. You and me, yeah, that's all I need.
I love after you finish cleaning a space and then you get those perfect vacuum lines. It's so satisfying. The thing I really love about this vacuum is it has like this natural deodorizer thing that goes into the air, and so it smells like clean laundry when you're vacuuming. It's so awesome. By the way, this is not sponsored. I just love this vacuum. Okay, just doing a few finishing touches, and then we are pretty much finished with this entire space. I'm so happy. It took so much longer than I thought, but look at the difference. This will be so exciting for Braxton to come home from school and see, especially after what a mess his room was. And look how cute these bow ties look. It's almost like a little decor piece now because it's easy to display. And I organized the little rack, and I put some Legos up here that he loves but doesn't want to break, and organized everything. So I'm pretty happy with how it all turned out. I found all the big Legos that he recently got for Christmas. We have trains in here. This one's empty, which is good for any future things. We moved the cars to the big bin. I left the trains in here. This one I put like 8 balls and miscellaneous stuff, some people, big monster trucks, and like building blocks, and then this last one is all his animals and dinosaurs and stuff. So I'm feeling pretty good. And I don't know, did I show you guys these Lego organizers? These are amazing. So we finally moved all the heads and little accessory pieces and bodies and everything into these little organizers, and the kids have been loving it because they love to make stop motion videos with their Legos. They can find them, and I feel like they play with them more because they can actually find the people, which is the fun part. And then all just like the main Legos are in here, and then I have these 2 other little bins that we keep like wheels for when they're like building cars and stuff, and then the other one has glass and windows.
I'll be right here. I swear that I'll stay here with you. Hold me closer. I wanna stay here with you.
I I just want to say thank you so much for organizing with me today. Thank you for watching today's video. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you're really into organizing like me. We are in this together, and hopefully you were inspired, or maybe even you organized along with me. Have a great day. See you next week.